Like knowing what I know about fatherhood now and knowing what I know about having been through undergrad.
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah.
Made the two never meet for anybody.
No, it's real. Now I was officiating with a homie a while back, and he has a daughter in college and a 7-year-old at home. It's like,
That's
bro,
crazy.
and he like 51, 52. I'm like, bro, what did you like? Did you pop a blue chew that night? Like, what happened?
He pressed the reset button.
Hey, no, bro.
But I was like, you got a kid in college and a 7-year-old. He was like, Lace, I'm dying.
Hey, what's going on? Welcome to another edition of the Manly D's podcast, where we have honest conversations that every man needs but rarely gets to have. It's your boy Melly Mel, aka Meek Mel, aka your favorite truth teller, aka if you don't want to know,
Don't ask me.
It's your boy T-Dive Roy, your neighborhood hope dealer. If you need some hope, I got some you can borrow. Make sure you like, subscribe, and follow.
What it do though? It's your boy Dr. Life Coach Lace, aka NBA Old Boy, aka I'm him, aka Mr. Big Shot, aka Lucky Luciano, aka the menace no relation to Dennis.
Let's get it.
What up, world? It's Dave. Dave has wings. I'm back in here and doing my thing. Keep your mind elevated and your feet on the ground. Subscribe to the pod. We're gonna keep polishing that crown.
Hey, what it do? What it
What
do?
up?
Hey, real quick before we get started, like always, I'm gonna make the plug. Patreon is live. Patreon is open. Make your way over there if you have not done it already. You can subscribe for free. I'm gonna keep saying that every episode. You can subscribe for free. Go ahead and head over there, man. We got a lot planned, a lot going on. You will not be disappointed. Outside of that, the merch is still live. It's hoodie season still. It's still cold outside. I don't know where you are, but I know in Charlotte it's freezing. So it's hoodie season. We got the hoodies on the low. We got long sleeves. We got crew necks. Whatever you need, we got it. So go ahead and check out the merch, man. Slide over to Patreon.
Hoodie season's year round though.
Hoodie
to
season
be
is
honest,
year-round.
so
High key.
Especially for
know
the
what I'm
kids.
saying?
Them kids be wearing hoodies and sweats in the summertime.
Absolutely.
Crazy.
Absolutely.
And not during those summer nights neither.
Yeah, daytime.
80 degrees.
Carol wins.
But the Lululemon hoodies, stuff, you can wear that year round, legit. Hot, cold, whatever. Like it is mad comfortable. Mad comfortable.
I haven't tapped into my Lululemon.
You should.
yeah, Lace like Lulu on his butt.
I do. I do. I ain't gonna hold you. I do.
That is an interesting concept.
It's like wearing a warm hug.
For real.
24/7.
I haven't worn anything Lulu, so I can't tell you for it.
Legit Lulu.
It's right,
I've,
it's like
yeah. I'm the track suits, all of that. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to try it out.
What's that joint that Kevin Hart?
Fabletics.
Fabletics.
I ain't
Yeah.
gonna hold you, bro. Them joints is nice too.
Very similar.
You got some of
yeah.
that?
Very very
My
similar.
my homeboy.
They be scamming. Don't you got to get a monthly subscription to Fabletics?
Yeah.
So you can actually
Ain't it a store out here? They got a Fabletics store out here, don't they?
Yes,
For real? Where?
and you can scam them. They say you're not supposed to be telling about how you get around, whatever.
Well, you got 50 fucking emails, so I mean, pick an email and you get the 30% off.
So each month when they about to bill you, you just cancel, and then right when you ready to buy something else, you reactivate. You don't have to pay anything to reactivate. Buy what you want to buy, and then cancel again. That's the workaround. When you pay the actual bill, if I'm not mistaken, you're paying the bill, but you're getting credit to buy stuff too at the same time.
Yeah.
So you're basically just saying, I don't want the credit this month. So you shut it down right before that time.
So it's like Rihanna's thing. Same thing like with Fenty.
You pay full
Oh,
price.
that's how
Fenty work?
Yeah, you get credits and stuff like that.
okay.
So
Yeah.
you just pay
Oh,
full
okay,
price.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Ain't that just paying full price?
What was
I
that?
guess.
Ain't that just paying full price?
No, it's discounted. The stuff is
Yeah,
it is though in the grand scheme of
Yeah.
things. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Trying to sign this fancy
And-
business.
Yeah.
And it kind of works too if you jump on like when they are like new members get X amount off. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of work like that. So if you got 5 or 6 emails,
And you willing to put in the work? Well, all right,
yeah,
let
to
me
cancel
cancel
every
that.
month, go
But
back
no,
and
they got a
cancel every month.
Fabletics store at South Park. Don't
So you
they?
got to be.
it makes sense. Yeah.
Does that mean you got to be a member to go in there and shop?
I don't think so. I think it's
You
an
just walk
open
right in.
retail space.
Oh, for
So
real?
yeah.
No, I didn't know that.
Now you probably paying full prices. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, I think I seen it in there. I feel like I seen it in there.
We old.
Yeah. I'm just going.
hey, I'm gonna tell you.
I'm
how
just
old-
keep getting mine from Marshall's,
Sam's
TJ
Club.
Maxx.
Ain't nothing wrong with that either.
Ain't nothing wrong with that either.
Sam's Club.
Because I be in Sam's Club. I
And
be
Costco.
looking
I was
over-
about to.
Bruh.
Yes.
Sam's Club and Costco.
I was with
sleep, don't
Sam's
sleep.
Club until the Lulu on my butt.
Well, Sam's got this new hoodie now.
Nah,
the
it
material
ain't the
feel.
same.
I'm
It ain't the same, bro.
As a matter of fact, I can't speak about Sam's, but I know Costco for sure. They are actually being sued because the five pocket pants the men's 5 pocket pants that they have is very similar to Lulu.
Got you.
And so Lulu was like, "Hey,
I did hear that.
don't
Yeah.
be selling
Costco
stuff at a discount and it look like ours. We want a taste of that."
Everybody's stuff look like everybody's
It
stuff.
does.
That's what I'm saying.
Because Express got the same.
This whole
type-
athleisure-
everybody- all that.
Athleisure
This
is the
whole
thing. Everybody's stuff
athleisure-
look the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm actually glad that Express got shut down.
Did it?
What you mean? Express is open.
Express the physical store.
Is it?
It's
no,
open.
there's
You
one in
go to-
Concord
yeah,
Mills.
go
I say it's one at the outlets.
Some of the store. Let me tell you. When they did when they downsized, they
Oh,
shut down
okay.
some of the stores.
Why?
Why?
Because they don't work for the big man. There's no love for the big man in Express.
Why every store gotta work for the big man?
Then I can't shop. F
There's plenty
y'all.
of places for you to shop.
Huh?
There's plenty of places for you
I'm
to
not
shop.
going to the big and tall, Melvin.
But if you big and tall, go to the big and tall.
not-
He don't want to go to Big and Tall because the clothes in Big and Tall be trash.
They be trash.
They don't think through the clothes in Big and Tall.
and they too big for me.
He said, "Where's the in between store?"
Yeah, right.
No,
He
for
need
real,
a tweener store.
I need a twin. I would really love if people could start making large, because they make XL large, right? Or tall XL, I should say.
Yeah.
Not a lot of places make tall large. And if I can get into the tall large, if somebody can start making
I
stuff
got
for
you.
the tall large guys,
Old Navy and Nike do that.
They do.
Where they
And
used to just,
yes,
Polo
but you gotta
does
get it
too.
on. But you gotta get it online for Old
Online,
Navy. You
yeah,
can't
yeah.
just get it in the store.
Right. Yeah. No, that's another spot I saw that had a Belk. They keep a big and tall section. Take your big
Belk.
ass over there.
But
Belt definitely keep a big and tall
and
section.
listen,
Belt definitely keep a big and tall section.
the problem with that is the sizes be like 6X and 7X.
What X you need?
I really
He don't need
I
an
really
X.
don't need an
He
X.
told
He
y'all
tall.
he need a tall.
Yeah.
Tall,
Large.
I saw somewhere
But
else
you
that had
a XL.
I am an XL, but XL is more wide than it is long.
Is this a result of the workout?
It is kind of the result of
Look
the
at it,
workout.
look
You
at
know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Workout
No
problems.
problems.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
So you're trying to wear smaller shirts
I do like
to
the
look
definition.
bigger. I do that. I'm probably supposed to wear large. I wear medium shirts.
What is happening right now?
Right. Crazy.
Well, listen, hey, Melvin said one thing, and after I heard it, I was like, you know what? I need to take more pride in that. Melvin said about 2 years ago, he said, if I had Troy's build, I'd be in the gym and I'd be big and swole.
5 days a week.
First of all, that's disrespect. I want to say that off top, because are you saying I'm not big and swole right now? Oh, that's the first thing. And then the second thing was,
That
it was
was
like,
crazy.
you know what? I do need to take better care of my body.
Yeah.
I wasn't trying to body shame you back
Yeah.
then.
Oh,
Like
you-
that. I was just saying. like,
Definitely was body
no, I was just saying
shaming.
if I was 6'4", I'd be in the gym 5 days a week.
Troy.
I just be seeing dudes with height and stuff just wasting.
Oh, you just speaking in general. I thought you were talking about
Lace is a hater, bro.
I'm just saying.
You saw? Hey,
I
I'm not
scout
sure.
talent.
Did y'all
He's not
see? He
6'4".
tried to.
He's 6'3".
Y'all see? He took
6'3".
He took a shot at me last night in the text message, but
When?
it
What
went
you-
over everybody's head.
He did?
Nobody saw it. Yeah, it was like, when you somebody was like, "What time we gonna be there?" And somebody said the time, and Lace was like, "Yeah, if Troy bring his luggage with him."
Oh
and
yeah.
stuff like that. Then nobody acknowledged it. I was like, I hope nobody laughed at this because I know it was a shot.
It really won't.
It was a shot.
It
Lace.
really was not.
It was a shot.
It,
Lace.
it really was not.
Hey,
it really
while
was
you
not.
was gone though, you missed some premium opportunities to roast, bro.
I already know.
Not just on Troy, just in general.
I believe it.
Bro, I was like, bro, if Lace was here, there was some episodes where I was like, I'm glad Lace ain't here. Because we wouldn't have been able to progress in the conversation. Because the amount of roast that would have taken place.
You know, I'm trying to do better this year, man. I'm trying to.
I can't tell.
I'm trying to.
I talked to my uncle. I talked to my uncle a couple weeks ago. He was like, "Man, that guy Dave, he brings the balance that y'all need because when you and Mel be going back and forth, it's like he's like the place of reason, and I really like the fact that he makes the connection between y'all two. And Lace, He just
just
gonna be
lace.
late.
Shout out to Ump, man.
Lace is
yeah,
just
shout
gonna
out
be
to us.
lace.
Lace
Yeah.
is just gonna be
Shout
late.
out
Shout out
Lace,
Uncle
That's what it
Kev.
is, man.
Shout out to everybody, man. I
Shout out
appreciate the love.
everybody.
Appreciate
Yeah,
the feedback, man.
Yeah, shout out to everybody.
Yeah, we've
Shout
been
out
getting
to
little
everybody.
text
Appreciate y'all
messages
tapping in.
and comments. Not little, but we've been getting the text messages and comments. We share those in the group chat. So, man, go ahead, comment those on the video.
That's
though.
exactly what I was about to say.
If you gonna send a little text to the homie that you know that's on the pod, just put it on the comment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Put it on the video.
Put it in the
Everybody
comments
else-
or put it,
Yeah.
leave a review in Apple Podcasts or
Yeah.
Spotify Podcasts, something like we appreciate the text message. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah,
Every
no,
time I get
100%.
one, I screenshot it, I put it right in the group chat.
Yeah.
I take y'all name and stuff out of it so they don't know who said it, but I be sharing it like, look, this is
Yeah.
what they saying about us or whatever. And I always be like, dang, I wish they would put that in
on
the
the
review or
comments.
something
Yeah.
like
Or
that.
if you watching
So
us
other people
at the
can see it.
crib on the TV, snap a quick
Yeah.
little picture, put on your story.
Bong,
Yeah, something
bing,
like that.
Bong,
Tag
put
the
it on the
pod.
Spread the word.
TV.
Yeah, put it in the comment on Instagram. Matter of fact, you got a comment on Facebook. You need to respond. Somebody wants a resource that you talked about.
Oh, okay.
And one of our previous, I want to say that before I forget.
We be in them comments, man.
That's positive, Dave.
I be in them
About
comments.
time. You gotta
right.
find-
Got some
finally got a positive comment.
Finally, boy.
Yo,
Gee,
Mike
man.
tear Dave
Facebook,
up, bro.
Facebook
Man.
been going crazy, man.
Dave had his leg crossed like this one episode, and apparently, if you have your legs crossed, you're gay.
Dude called
Yeah, yeah.
That's what.
He sent a screenshot with me touching my face. I was just kind of like, bro, like, what?
Screenshot
Yeah,
Dave,
yeah.
put him back in the comments. It was like, yeah, I knew you was gay. Dude was like, I knew you was gay.
I sit like this all the time. Like that's how I normally sit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's
Like,
like,
why your feet crossed? Because it's
right.
comfortable.
Well,
man.
it was, the lead in was crazy because bro was like, why would you want a Christian counselor if you homosexual? And I was like, what's homosexual in this video?
That's what happened. That's exactly what happened.
I was like,
And dude was like, people who are gay should just say they're gay. And he took a picture of
that Key and Peele episode where they was like,
When he was in
the
court,
politician joint when they was panning the camera. He was like, we care
Oh,
about
yes,
all
yes.
of our.
Yes.
And he was like,
yeah. So I'm like, hey, bro, that ain't what this is. You know, what I mean, no disrespect to the people, but that ain't what
bro,
this is.
I know
You what
that
I'm
bothered
saying?
Dave because this nigga went and found a picture of Barack Obama with his legs.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, have you never seen somebody sit with their leg? A grown
yo,
man
he
sit with their
did
legs crossed
research
before?
to say
Right.
that
To have
historically,
a response.
black men cross their legs.
It's okay,
Yeah.
bro.
He went and found a picture of Barack on the internet of his legs crossed
Yeah.
and made a pic stitch of himself next to it. Was like,
Right.
look.
I didn't make no
He was
pictures.
like, he was like,
Filming gassing it.
he was like, real men sit with their legs crossed. The dude was
I
like,
don't-
I
I
apologize,
don't
bro.
see that.
He like, oh, bro, I
He
just
was like, I
misjudged
apologize.
you.
I didn't know that Barack Obama sit with his legs crossed like that.
Yeah, he said.
so
he
you
said-
created a whole scenario.
a whole scenario, bro.
Bro,
Facebook a wild place.
Facebook-
That's
Facebook
like-
is a wild place.
wild
Hey, look,
place.
respect to that brother though, because he was like, "Yo,
He did
man,"
apologize.
he's like, "I misjudged you. I apologize.
All
I'm gonna
good.
delete my comments. Yada yada yada."
All good. We appreciate that. Keep listening.
Yeah.
But I told the same thing. I was like, I invite you to listen to the whole episode, bro. It's actually a really good
Yeah.
conversation. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that the comments on Facebook, I got called lame.
Yep.
Shout out to the lame in the glasses or something like that. I was just like,
Oh,
Yo,
sheesh.
with that being said, I want to say this one thing. Welcome to the
podcast.
That's it.
Rite of passage, bro.
Welcome
We
to
all
the
got
podcast.
That's it.
we all got to go through it.
Name
Rite
of
of
the game.
passage, bro.
Name of the
We
game.
all got to
Dang,
go through
man,
it.
it's hard
Bro,
out
when
here.
even when we've done stuff that was like softball type stuff, like when Mel told a story about his dog being taken away from him,
Mm-hmm.
like people attacked his father,
Yeah.
and people attacked his father and his mother, his stepmom.
people be projecting on the
They
internet.
do be
man.
projecting.
They get triggered. And
Yeah.
then
start saying
they start
anything.
saying, "Well, what if?" And you shouldn't. And it's
The other
like,
part is people. I really realized, and it literally took the internet for me to understand it, and for real, like because we used to talk about it all the time. And I'm like, I know I'm saying this clearly,
Yeah.
but why are you not hearing what I'm saying? Like I've done a lot of practice with communication. I do this for a living. I'm telling you this directly, and you're not hearing what I'm saying. I'm like, am I saying something wrong or whatever? And then I really learn from like the clips, like people watching the clips, how 10,000 people can watch the same clip and they
Have a
all
whole
snatch
different
something different.
interpretation.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
From the, I'm like, then we be sitting there like, when did we say that?
Right.
When did I ever say that? But it's like, how did you even hear that when I didn't even say that? And you really start to see like, people really do listen like that. You
Yeah.
like, you don't know what someone is taking away from what you're saying. And it wasn't until like people get in the comments, and that's when you start feeling like, when the hell did I say that?
Yeah.
Why
Well,
did you arrive there?
You know, there's a science around that, particularly around, you know, our system 1, system 2 thinking. And most of the time we respond rapidly, system 1. System 2 is that pause, slowing down. Let me actually take in what's being said and formulate a sound response. So, no, it's science behind that.
I had to also realize that somebody who works in media and marketing, that like I never take a clip as full context.
Right.
And
you
most
can't.
people who are scrolling on Instagram or scrolling on Facebook, whatever, they just like this is
This
what
is
you
all
said
the
in the
information
clip.
I need.
This is
Yeah.
all the this is all the information that I need. And it's like, bro, this is 90 seconds out of a
Right.
15 minute
60
or
minutes.
30-minute segment in a podcast that is 60 minutes long.
Mhm.
Like there's a lot that you're
So
missing.
much more
That'd be the crazy part.
nuance.
Which is why you should watch the full episode.
Watch the full episode.
Watch the full
Yeah, man.
episode.
So we talking real today. We was fun on the last one, a little light. So we wanted to get a little. I ain't gonna say a little deep today. I don't think it's really gonna be that deep, but it is like a real honest conversation type style thing. So recently, I was watching a clip on social media, and it was guys talking about kind of just how their life has changed as they taking on new roles in life. You know, becoming a husband or being a dad or like elevating in the workplace and stuff like that. It was kind of talking. Each of them were kind of talking about how they feel like they've lost themselves in some way. As they've taken on those roles and taken on those different things and haven't really figured out how to get back to what they consider normal or like their old selves, whatever. And it kind of just started making me think of how much I feel like subconsciously we as men tend to get lost in our titles or our roles and our responsibilities, and in some shape, form, or fashion, kind of forget to live. You know what I'm saying? So I thought that it would be kind of like a good conversation for us to talk about today.
Yeah, I think a lot of times with that in general, just to just jump right in, like you're holding on to an old version or old lifestyle
That's
that is
real.
no longer the case.
Yeah.
Bro, you are a dad.
Yeah.
So as opposed to trying to get back to what your old normal was, you should be looking at creating a new normal
Mhm.
because your whole world is turned upside down. And the same thing with work. You are no longer manager 1. You are now manager 2.
Right.
And there are new expectations and new things that are needed. And you need to start understanding and crafting what is the new expectation. How do I adjust my system? How do I adjust how my day-to-day is going to look, whatever it is. And that's somebody that's like literally last 6 months, I feel like at the end of 2025 was like kind of like a survival kind of thing, like changing jobs, you know what I'm saying? Still adjusting to parenthood, wife going back to work full time, daycare, like all the things. So I was like, okay, these 6 months, like we got a system in place. It's kind of working, but I know that I need to prioritize some things with myself. So it's like top of 2026, you know, gym, diet. How does that affect how we grocery shop, when we grocery shop? Like all of those things start to take a shift because like, again, we're establishing a new normal, especially with these goals in mind.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that's the baseline of it, or the base level of it is like, should you even be seeking your old normal is the question that I would ask, or kind of to ask everybody to think about when you're in that space of like you feel like things are shifting. Do your old systems and old processes work?
But if I'm not mistaken, you're talking about taking on a title and getting lost in it and losing parts of yourself. Am I right?
Yeah, like getting so consumed in, let's say, like, for example, becoming a dad and then saying, like, because I am a dad, I'm just a dad.
Yeah.
Like, I pour everything I have into being a dad. I don't
Right.
find outlets. I don't do anything else. I don't evolve in any type of way. I don't hang out with the guys because I'm with the kids. Or
Yeah,
I'm like, I don't, just different things like that of how we can become overly consumed with a specific title. Like how we used to, y'all understand this. When your man got a new girlfriend
Yeah.
and then the nigga act like he just couldn't come outside.
Yeah.
I got like,
Yeah, yeah,
and that's
like,
cool.
you know
I
what I'm
mean,
saying?
hey.
Like to a degree, yes. But it was just like, because I got a girl now it's like I can't do nothing.
Sure.
Like
I feel you.
I'm a
Yeah,
boyfriend
yeah.
now I can't hang out with y'all. Like
Yeah.
what does
Or it's like we about to go do X, Y, and Z, and they be like, "Can my girl come?" Or they
Right.
bring her anyway, and you
Bro,
be like,
I don't
She
understand
comes,
that.
you might get mad. You might get mad.
Yeah.
Dirty
oh,
Mac.
yeah.
"Dirty mackin' lace,
especially with lace around.
Use a lot.
dirty mackin'."
Especially with lace around.
Yeah, I have sympathy for the individual who has a new title, and them getting lost in it, initially. The reason why I have sympathy for them is because I feel like they're trying to learn like what this new thing is going to take. And then I think after a while there's a level, like it's a leveling off. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm consumed with, say for instance, when I became a husband, I was so consumed with being a husband that I neglected some other things that are a part of me. But once I got used to it, it's like, all right, now I'm level. I can get back to those things. You know what I'm saying? And I think, but the unfortunate part, you're talking about friendships though, marriage and like getting back to those friendships. If you have left those friendships to take on this new title, the problem is those friends might not be where you last left them. You know what I'm saying? So they may have grown, they may have evolved in a type of way. And so now you have to then learn how to level set again with these group of friends that you have disconnected from.
Yeah.
So I do have sympathy for them, because I know for myself, I was that guy. I was like, hey, I'm with the wife. All right. You know what I'm saying? Hey, God bless you, brother. And then after a while, I was like, hey, where the people at? You know what I'm saying? Where we can hang out and chill. So yeah, I do have a little sympathy for
Yeah, I think it's a part of acknowledging multiple identities that we carry. You know what I mean? Whether you're a husband, you're a father, you're this, that you are all of those things. But how you find a level of balance, whether it is I have a healthy outlet, or whether it is this is an area in which I am distinctly focused on, because it's seasons for everything. You know what I'm saying? Like if you have to pour more into being a father because of a situation that may have happened, or just a life circumstance, that's what it is. So yeah, I'm not gonna be hanging out and doing XYZ because this is my area of focus. But understanding that and having the self-awareness, but being able to acknowledge the multiple identities that we carry and then finding a level of balance, I think, is key.
Yeah. I'm also curious to know, like, since we're talking about fatherhood, transition to fatherhood and stuff like that, I'm also curious to know, are the friends or the life that we previous had, are they adjusting to me in this new role? You know what I'm saying?
I think that depends on what phase they're in. 'Cause
Right,
it's tough.
yeah.
It's a lot of homies that, like, you know, if you got married at 23, 24, 25, while the homies are largely still not married, your life is going to look a little different, especially if you start having kids right after that. You know what I'm saying? Like, those are, I think a lot of that just depends on the season of the friend group. Like, we late to the party as far as, like, you know what I'm saying, kids is concerned for the most part. Like, most of our homies that got kids, their kids are, you know, the closest one is probably outside of like some more recent friends that you meet during the process of like just having younger kids. Most are like immediate friends or friends that we had before. Their kids is almost teenagers. Like, the closest is like 5. You know what I'm saying? 5, 6, 7, or even just talking about like our nieces and nephew. Like they 5, 6. You know what I'm saying? So that is a little bit more easier to integrate. Or like when we just talk about like the friend group in general, it's like everybody married, everybody got kids. So when we do an activity, that's usually taken into consideration into the planning of it all. So I mean, it just depends on what season and what phase of life you in. Like I still don't understand how people had, like, you know what I'm saying, or the struggle of people like having kids in college. Like, I can't imagine having to deal with that level of responsibility, and like while also like being as outside as college
for real, man,
is available and for you to be able to be like, that's a, like, knowing what I know about fatherhood now and knowing what I know about having been through undergrad.
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah.
May the two never meet for anybody.
No, it's real. Now I was officiating with a homie a while back, and he has a daughter in college and a 7-year-old at home. It's like,
That's
bro,
crazy.
and he like 51, 52. I'm like, bro, what did you like? Did you pop a blue chew that night? Or, like, what happened?
He pressed the reset button.
Hey, no, bro.
But I was like, you got a kid in college and a 7-year-old. He was like, Lace, I'm dying. But basketball is his outlet. Like,
Yeah.
I get to go officiate. I get to get out the house. This is something to help keep me in shape, as
yeah.
well as I can differentiate my other responsibilities. So again, finding that outlet and a lens of balance is key.
Yeah.
50 years old with a college and a 7-year-old.
Yes.
That's exactly what I'm trying to stay away from. I'm like this close.
He said the house is almost empty.
I'm like, bruh.
Are you snipped?
No, I'm about to. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah, go ahead and get that,
bruh,
man. Go ahead and get that.
You snipped?
Absolutely.
How long?
Let's see. Since I was 28.
20? God,
Jesus.
28.
God, dog.
I told you I was one and done, like a lottery pick.
Hey, bro.
You ain't got to worry about that.
I ain't mad at that.
I'm one and done.
I'm like, bro, I'm taking my life in my own hands, bro. I'm about to get this shit.
You talking about playing the game?
Bro, I'm about to get snipped. So actually what happened was, and not to get too deep, I had an appointment Not to get you.
But you just say I ain't going.
I went to the consult because I didn't know you had to be consulted on getting snipped. So I went to I went to a little appointment or whatever, had a whole date scheduled and everything.
Because it's a life-changing thing.
When I went, they was like saying it was pretty inexpensive, and originally they told me insurance would cover it. Like they said insurance would cover some portions. I was like, all right, so I'm gonna go ahead and do it. If it's inexpensive, I'm knock it out or whatever. The day before my appointment, they called and was like, yeah, insurance not gonna cover it. You're gonna have to pay the whole total before tomorrow.
Gotcha.
So I'm like, I ain't got the whole total by tomorrow, so I had to cancel the appointment. But I was about to do it though. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, you should, man.
Yeah, I know a lot of guys don't want to. They feel like, I don't know, like their manhood is gonna be less than or something like that. But I'm like, hey, bro,
nah, it's all good.
I'm going for that.
Yeah, I got a set of homies. They like, I got these 3, I got these 4, I got these 5. That's enough for me.
That's a lot. That's an abundance.
That's plenty.
Yeah,
that's plenty.
That's an
Plenty
abundance.
kids.
Hey, look.
Yeah.
Once you can play a 3-on-3 basketball game,
Yeah.
Plenty kids.
you know what I'm saying?
I'm good, bro.
So you never look back into it?
No, because once I realized insurance wasn't gonna cover it and I was gonna have to pay for it, I just kept putting it further and further off.
Now, did they say insurance didn't cover it because like you had to have a health issue or something like that for them too, or just kind of?
They were basically just saying it's because it's not cosmetic, but it's like a nice to have surgery.
It's elective surgery.
Yeah.
So now if you had if it was a health issue, I'm sure.
Or if I had used my deductible up earlier in the year.
Yeah, if you would have made that, it would have been.
Then I could have just done it regardless.
Because I mean, at one point, like the even with like the Ozempics and all that kind of stuff, at one point nobody could get their hands on that. Now everybody,
the Ozempic
on it, so it'll be same kind of scenario.
Bro, first of all, why they keep showing me these Ozempic commercials?
They showing everybody Ozempic.
Oh, because like I said, it's the new wave. Like for real, you ain't got to go to the gym. You ain't got to put in no work to lose
side
weight.
effects is crazy.
You just go for it and take the pill.
You be hearing them side effects.
Is that the same thing as GLP-1?
Yeah.
I'm afraid to use it. Well, first of all, I don't want to, but I would be afraid to. I think that's going to be the start of the zombie apocalypse. To be quite honest with you,
And this coming from a pastor, Pastor Troy, and the zombie apocalypse, the Church of God in Christ of Scientology. Get the fuck out of here, man. What is wrong with this nigga, man?
Zombie apocalypse.
Hey,
You know anybody that take the medicine on TV, they end up with mesothelioma.
Bro, that's the thing
If you take medicine off TV, you gonna have mesothelioma.
That's the thing, bro. I'm waiting for it to be. It's gonna
That
be
is a
7 years from now, and they're gonna be like, if you were a family member,
Right.
right. Take them and have these
GLP-1.
and had these side
guarantee
effects.
No, legit though. Like I know,
Class action lawsuit headed
I
your
know
way.
at least probably 15 people.
That's wild, bro.
and are they seeing results?
Oh yeah. I mean, night and day.
Well, I guess so. They body shrinking up.
Yeah. Like
What is it? It's
right.
like an appetite suppressant type situation.
correct.
ain't
Yeah,
it?
but
Okay.
the thing is, it's kind of like Viagra. How Viagra was discovered through other medical research. Like Viagra was for something else until they found out you get a hard on from taking it.
Yeah.
Whereas Ozempic stuff like that was also to assist with people with diabetes.
Huh.
Yes, because I mean it helps in that. So that's how it was derived from. Because I know some folks that actually have diabetes. That was what they were subscribed prior to it becoming like this whole weight loss thing.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Somebody was in there looking at research and was like,
Right.
You can use this for this.
You see,
"Hey, yo, get that infomercial pop. Call the marketing agency that infomercial
legit.
pop."
So yeah. So
They got Serena Williams on the
I
joint.
know a
and
bunch
all
of
that.
people that have been talking about using it though.
yeah, legit. That's what I'm saying. A lot of
like,
people use it.
I saw the commercial one time. They started reading through them side effects.
I don't recall listening to the side
Bruh.
effects. I just be looking like
Next time that Ozempic commercial come on, listen to the side effects.
See, the one I see all the time is Roe. That's the one I see. That Serena Williams and Charles Barkley.
Bro,
How much y'all believe Serena Williams was using that joint?
I believe she's mad small now.
Have you seen her in 2008 versus now?
I just
You seen her 10 years ago, 2015 versus now?
I haven't seen her recently.
I'm just
She's
like,
super-
but she
she's
an
super
athlete
slim.
though, like you know what I'm saying?
But she was
Yeah,
already.
she was already,
she wasn't a smaller athlete, but she was always like fit. But she carried more weight.
she's definitely
Yeah.
a lot slimmer.
Yeah,
A lot slim- Even Charles Barkley smaller on the commercial.
he is.
Yeah, like Chuck
I did not know Chuck was using the
Roe, which is the same thing. You know what I'm saying?
I did not know that.
Yep.
Why do people can't just go to the gym?
Because we live in a world in which we want instant results. Nobody wants to put in the work and the enjoyment of the journey.
I'm not gonna hold you. I mean, I think also too. I'm I grew up relatively athletic, and I'm be 35 this year and still have a pretty decent metabolism. So like even with the 2.5 weeks of the new year, changing my diet, getting more active, I'm already starting to see the change. But I can't imagine if I was a person who, has a much harder time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's all, again, bro, the mainly thing is if you can up your activity, drink water, and be in a caloric deficit, you can lose weight.
You lose weight.
Unless there are some other factors going on.
Correct.
But
correct.
people don't want to not eat.
Like when I did the Daniel fast, legit, I lost 7 pounds in a week.
That's crazy.
Legit.
That's crazy.
Legit.
Why are you laughing at
Yeah,
Lay's?
he is.
Why are you
laughing?
Because I supported the church did a Daniel fast.
Bruh. All right, think about all the conversations that we done had so far today.
Yeah.
Out of all those conversations, somewhere in there is sprinkled a Daniel fast.
I'm just saying. Like for real.
All right, bro. The duality of lace, the
Yeah.
complexity of lace.
Yeah, man. Legit.
7 pounds down.
In a week.
Yeah, I remember when you was
This
a husky.
week 3.
When you was husky.
Man, that was so long ago. But
I know.
guess
Yeah,
what?
you've been slim.
Well,
slow.
it's still same lace.
I know.
Melvin always try to throw that little stuff in there when you was husky.
You was.
Uh-huh.
And you slimmed down. That's
You're
what we was talking about. You was,
You're absolutely right.
I was giving you a compliment.
I appreciate that, bro.
Hey,
I
man.
appreciate that. Just like you graduated from shiny suits.
I
bro.
did.
You know what I'm saying? So we
I
appreciate
did. I
that.
appreciate
Oh, you got shiny
Hey.
suit pics on like Facebook or something like that?
Yeah, somewhere.
Well, first of all,
It was an Easter suit. Lace
Depending
tried to
on the
deflect.
year. When was the year you was wearing the shiny suit?
It was like, had to be like 2010, 2011.
Yeah, it was too late in the
That's-
game.
yeah,
2010,
Yeah.
2011.
Steve
Had
Harvey
like 5
shiny
buttons.
suit.
It was one of them K&G suits I got.
Yeah.
It was a two. Buy
I
two,
thought it was
get
a
three.
Value City suit. Same
Nah,
thing.
nigga,
But
it was the
okay.
same thing. Same thing.
First of all, let's not talk about Value City.
No, Value City.
Value City used to keep the hood fresh.
I'm not knocking Value City.
Value City used to keep the hood
I'm not
fresh.
knocking
I used to be
Value
out in
City.
Danville at the Value City. I used to be getting Twism.
not the hood
Y'all remember Twism?
Right.
Shaq's,
So it wasn't keeping the hood fresh. It was keeping Troy fresh.
it was keeping me fresh. I used to get my Shaq Twism t-shirts, all
Yeah,
types of stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Value City like that.
Yeah.
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 Ladies, you gotta get up out of here.
Yeah, man, I got to roll. But it's been real, fellas. Y'all carry this thing forward. I'll catch y'all on the next one.
This dude,
know
bro.
it.
All right,
know
look.
it.
Why'd you, I gotta be this dude, man?
Carry
That was
this
it.
forward.
Y'all carry.
The movement.
Yes, sir.
Hey.
Next time.
Be
Hey, I'm gonna
safe,
hit you
bro.
up, Lace.
Yeah, do that.
How did we get to talking about Ro? We was talking about men and getting
Well, we was
calling
talking
their
about
titles.
Yeah, titles, and then we ended up on.
But we ended up talking about health.
You asked the question, how come people just don't go to the gym?
Oh yeah, I mean, but instead of just trying to take all the shortcuts,
Yeah.
with like that, I just feel like some of the medicines that we talked about, like I was saying, like listening to the side effects, it feels like the risk doesn't necessarily outweigh the reward of
Yes.
like losing the weight or whatever.
Man, you saying that as an athletic person who's generally fit and a person who grew up playing sports. You know what I'm saying? Like I just feel like people.
But Dave, I'm as a man who plays sports, physically athletic and all this, I'm like, hey, where the magical pill at?
Hey, look,
Because I mean,
it's hard work.
Mel, to answer your question, truth be told, if there's an easier way to do this thing, then people are gonna do it. That's basically it. Because for the gym process, you think about it. Waking up in the morning, taking a pill, or hitting yourself in the leg with a shot, versus getting up in the morning, 6 a.m. 6 a.m. or 5,
Maybe earlier.
maybe earlier, putting on your gym clothes, getting to the gym, sweating, working up, got to take a shower, getting to work, rushing to work, and then, yes, you had a great workout, but at the end of the week, I'm up 3 pounds. How I go up 3 pounds?
Well, that's
Working out.
the thing is, like, I think part of it too is how we've been trained around how we think
Pounds.
about weight loss. Yeah. Like, because when you gain muscle is heavier than fat.
Yeah.
So once you start to lose weight, but you gain muscle, the scale may be going up, but you may still be fitter
Yeah.
and you may be more in shape.
I be trying to tell people that too. It's not people focus on the pound, like
Yeah,
the
don't focus on
number.
the scale.
Like don't. It's not so much about the pound. It's like how are you carrying the
Do you
pounds?
look good?
If
Do you
I'm
feel good?
186 pounds, but I look good, who cares if I'm 186 pounds? You know what I'm saying? It's not like we should be focusing on how our body type looks,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
necessarily like the pounds, because people carry weight differently. Like
Yep.
we could both be in height. All those different things matter too. So it's like in context, like how you always talking to me about context. That's how I feel about weight and fitness.
For sure, because I don't care nothing about my weight. It's just where it's sitting.
Yeah, like
So I'm working
it's in
on
my
like a body
in
recon.
my
I don't
stomach.
want it in my lower stomach. I need
I
it to
want
come into
come
my
up
chest,
big.
shoulders.
Same
Yeah.
thing for me.
Yeah, like so, I just work on abs.
Yeah.
eat right, stay underneath my calories.
My
Stay
motivation,
active. Drink water.
honestly, my motivation for getting into shape is just seeing how men before me, how they did their health, and seeing how they weren't successful at it, and the results of it.
Yeah, that
And knowing that I'm getting at the age of where their health started to decline because they neglected their health journey is like, hey, I don't need to do that. I need to actually go in the opposite direction.
Yeah. And I think, for me at least, a lot of the other things in terms of fitness, again, talking about just being consumed in roles and all that stuff, I want to be here for my daughter and for, choose to have additional kids. I want to be here. I want to be active. I want to be mobile. I want to be able to, I got to do all the chasing around and running around to games and this and that. Like, I need to be able to be fit, you know what I'm saying, to be able to do that work. So part of it is just about staying mobile and being active and being limber. Anybody trying to be, 40, 45 with back issues.
With back issues, yeah, bro.
Because you ain't taking care of yourself. Your titles demand that you take care of yourself, low key.
But when my boy, shout out to Chris Johnson, pastor of Divine Unity Church that I got the T-shirt on. My boy, my best friend Chris Johnson, when he said, "I want to be in my old age being able to chase my grandkids," I was like, "Yes." I ain't even got kids, but I'm like, I want to be able to chase my grandkids if the opportunity presents itself. So it's like, yeah, I want to be in that number, man.
Bro, grandkids, godkids, nieces, nephews, everybody. I'm trying to be active and in pursuit and kicking it, and I'm not trying to do none of that. I'm not trying to be
because I'd be daggone if my nephew beat me in a foot race. Nah,
it's gonna happen
one day.
Either we gonna tie, or I'm gonna trip you up. It's one of the two. It's one of the two. We either gonna tie or I'm gonna trip you up.
He said, "I'm playing dirty."
I'm playing dirty. You are not about to beat me in no arm wrestling match. Nephew.
My motivation for getting fit was nowhere near close to what y'all's reason for getting fit. Want to run around with your kids and stuff like that. I was just trying to look good naked.
Well, that too. That's benefit.
Look,
I'm also trying to get right for
when
pool
I
season.
get out the shower, I want my wife to have to take a slow step back to see me walk past. Think about it twice.
Absolutely, I want that. I want that V.
I see what you
that go down
see,
like you know what I'm saying.
Too far.
No, you know what I'm talking about. The V.
Yeah, now you drawing it out. Well,
I want that V to go right there. That's what I want.
Open the legs up a little bit.
why you showing me?
I just want it to be known. I want that V.
Flashing the camera,
Yeah.
bro.
I want to be Speedo ready.
If I wanted to wear,
I wanted to wear Speedo, even if I want to be Speedo ready. When we go to them foreign places where the men have to wear the Speedos and stuff like that, I want to be able to do that. I don't want to wear them shorts if I have to wear shorts. When they wear them Speedos, I want to be able to wear the Speedo.
Yeah, me getting fit to look good naked is gonna be the rest of that's gonna be a byproduct of my. I'm gonna be fit enough to run around. Yeah, I'm gonna do it in reverse. That's gonna be a byproduct.
Also, too, man, I want to tell you this. I remember one time we was talking and you was like, "I don't do no squats."
Mm-hmm.
Right now, let me give you some encouragement. This may change your mind. When you work on your legs, that also helps with the blood flow down below your waist.
Mm-hmm.
So if you neglect your legs, that could also neglect the blood flow below your waist.
I don't neglect my legs. I just don't do squats.
Oh, okay, I do
leg press and some of the other leg exercises, like extension leg curls. I don't know the rest of the names, but
as long as you hit
raises.
as long as you hit the big muscles, you be fine.
Yeah, I just don't do squats. Actually, I did do free squats the other day though.
Okay.
Yeah, air squats.
Huh?
I mean, air squats. What's a free squat?
Without using the machine, just the bar with the weight.
Okay.
That's like a free squat.
Gotcha.
So I did free squats the other day.
Got you. Okay.
So back to these titles.
Yeah.
And living life. One question I was going to ask you before we got derailed when you was talking about when you first got married, when you was like, "Hey, I'm with the wife now." Like kind of just like, "Hey, see y'all later. I'm with the wife." How long did that last for you to feel like, all right, I'm balanced enough to where I want to not necessarily pick my friends back up, but feel like I'm comfortable enough to feel like I'm doing well enough here to be able to try to pour back into my friendships?
Yeah, that's a really good question. I'll probably have to say, and this might just be because of just how life was, but I would have to say it might have been close to 2 to 3 years. Just me learning husbandry. And
What age did you get married?
26.
Okay.
Yeah, I got married at 26. And just learning husbandry, and then it got to a point in our marriage where I think I realized that I was missing male friendship. And so I was like, I need to start pursuing this. And because, some of the things that I enjoy, my wife necessarily wasn't that big into. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was watching this is back when I used to be big in watching sports. Like, I was watching NBA, NFL, and all that type of stuff, and playing video games. And I'm like, she wasn't necessarily as into those things. I was like, well, where do I know people who are my guy friends? You know what I'm saying? And so I don't know if it was a conversation, but I know at one point it was like, hey, I need to start spending time with other men, you know what I'm saying, being able to grow. And my wife, she was really receptive of that. And she actually, gave me her blessing in order to start pursuing those things. Yeah.
You think you need?
That was actually going to be my follow-up question.
Yeah. Do you think you need a blessing to pursue those things?
No. I needed the companionship. It was going to happen. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But
you wanted her buy-in so that you didn't necessarily.
Yeah,
I don't want to say like feeling guilty, but
not necessarily feeling guilty. But I think the blessing was more like a cherry on top, not necessarily the foundation of me moving in that direction. You know what I'm saying? It was more like, I do, because she also saw that I too needed more outlets that were outside of our marriage. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
So did you not think that going into marriage, did you think that marriage was going to be the only outlet that you needed?
That's a really good question. I don't remember what I thought marriage was going to be when I first got married. I don't remember what I thought it was going to be. I knew one thing: I was going to get some buns. Okay, especially after 4 years of celibacy, I was going to get that. You know what I'm saying? And I think that it was just it was a learning process being young. And first of all, and also too, I would say this too. I was one of the pioneers of my friend group to get married. So we didn't have many friends that were married prior to us. Mm-hmm. And so no one really had like I wouldn't even say a blueprint, but like an idea of what to expect. And so, I spent a lot of time trying to walk in the dark, trying to figure out, all right, what does marriage look like? And so, yeah.
That's a good question. Well, I was just, not to dig into what you were talking about, since we were talking about titles and stuff, and it seemed like it was just natural for you. And also, like for us, like I was saying, like every time we get a new woman or something like that, it's kind of like we just like, hey, y'all, I'll see y'all later.
Yeah.
It's like, I got this now. So it's almost like we naturally just, because I'm taking on this woman, I feel like, not that I don't have time for y'all, but like, hey, this is more important to me now.
Yeah, well, for a little while. I think there's a level of consideration when you enter into any relationship, and then also like obviously moving into the space of marriage. There's a level of consideration that you then have to take because you're taking on some things from you're choosing to consider this other person and the things that you're doing. I think to your point though, there can be a tendency, especially early on, to like the pendulum just swinging too far in the other direction. You may have been like out with people all the time, and because of your perception of what marriage might be, or because of the perception of what your partner's marriage is, it might be simpler just for me to sit at the house, even though we ain't really doing nothing. Because that's the thing too. When you're married without kids, there's a lot of time and there's a lot of resource.
Yeah,
you still got plenty of time to do other things, unless y'all have like dedicated, like we're gonna travel, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. Dual income, no kids is like, you know what I'm saying? You got plenty of time to do any of the things that you want to do. You ain't got to consider nothing. Your budget can be a little bit flimsy. Y'all can, what I mean? There's just things that's what I'm learning in this new season. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's a lot of things that you don't even realize in retrospect, like just how much time you have and time compared to once you start to add some of those other factors and layers in. So I feel like it's natural to want to lean into this new commitment. If you don't have, especially if you don't have, again, no other model of what it looks like. If you don't have this modeling, like this is what a healthy balance looks like. Like, yeah, bro, I'm married, but we still go golfing, a couple times a month or whatever it is, or go play tennis, or go for the cars and coffee, or whatever it is that your hobby, or I play the game, whatever your hobbies might be. It can be natural to just be like, I'm chilling.
Yeah. And that's, I think, the reason why I'm asking these questions or talking about it in this way, is because it feels like, even listening to that conversation from that clip, it always feels like we're realizing that too late. or we're not realizing it until we're in the middle of a problem. You know what I mean? Like you, and I'm just using you for an example because that's what we were talking about. You didn't realize that you needed to maintain those male relationships until you looked up one day at your marriage and was like, I'm unfulfilled and different in a space, and now I need to fill it. Instead of us just being like, yes, I'm married, or yes, I have kids, but I know that this is something that I need to maintain. So how do I not get so lost in my new role or my new responsibility or whatever it is that I forget to have that piece, because it is important. Like, you know, even and that's one of the things that me and Sharita like not struggle with early on in marriage, but it was like a contentious subject for us quite a bit, because I would still go hang out. Like I was like, all right, I'm gonna go hang out with the guys, or I'm gonna go do something, or I'm gonna do whatever. And she was kind of just sitting, like, we're married now, so like, hang out with me, or hang out at the house, or hang out with us. Like, I do want to hang out with you, I want to be around you, but I do know for a fact that I still have to go out. Like I need to go do something. Like I have to go take that time, whatever. And I used to always be like, go find some people. Like I want you to go out too. Like I want you to do the same thing. Like go find some women to hang around, go do whatever. And she wasn't as quick to do it. You know what I'm saying? As me. So we used to always like battle back and forth. Why you always want to go out? Why you want to hang in the house with me? So then sometimes I've find myself just hanging in the house because, you know, that's what she wanted. I wasn't trying to argue with her, but then I'd be miserable because I'm like, now I'm just sitting in the house and we ain't even doing nothing. We not even doing nothing. We not even doing nothing. You just don't want me to be out, you know, be outside because you're not outside or something like that. So it's just like, I think personally, it was always important for me to try to, in some way, shape, or form, maintain my outlets, like maintain my friendships. And that used to be, not even just my friendship, just not be so lost in saying like, all right, I'm a husband now, or I'm just a husband, or I'm just a dad. Like I'm all of that. Yeah. But there's still other parts of me too that I still am, that I, you know, don't necessarily want to put down. And I feel like a lot of men are willing to just put down the other parts of themselves and just get in this area. And then it's like they look up and maybe their marriage isn't going the way that they want their marriage to be, or they get a divorce, they break up, or their kids get older, they turn into teenagers, or they leave the house, and then now you standing there like, who am I? Like, what am I doing? Like, where is the time gone? What am I? So it's, I think that is the part of me that's just like, where do we get that from? You know, like why does it seem so much easier for us? And I say easier for us because women are quick to be like, I ain't trying to get lost in just being nobody's wife. I'm not just a wife. I'm not just a mom. I want to be, you know, I don't want a lot of what they say. You
think it's
like
quick?
I
think like, sometimes that concept hits them late too.
I feel like more so than, I feel like the wife joint is slow, but I feel like the mother joint, I mean the wife joint is quick, but the mother joint is slow. I feel like they pivot out of marriage into really, you know what I mean, really well. But I feel like
motherhood is different.
Motherhood is a lot different because they also have, after going through the 9 months and then actually having a baby, then you got postpartum and all the things. So I feel like they are more inept, if that's the right word, to stay in the motherhood space, and it may be a year or two before they look up and be like, okay, I need to kind of like figure things out. Like after the baby's like not depending on them and moving around and kind of developing personality, then they kind of like, whoa, wait a minute, like I feel like I've seen that more in and it can be even more difficult or only come from community with people who are having like kids back to back to back, that the mother then realizes like, I need to create some space for myself. I feel like sometimes guys do stuff out of excitement. Like, I'm excited to have this new job, so I'm putting in all the hours to make sure because I got this new job so that we can do blah blah blah. And I feel like it always goes back out for me. Everything comes back to, again, what is our goal and what's the culture of our home, and how do these roles dictate? How does me leaning into these roles dictate what I need to be, when, and where, and how that comes together? And I feel like that's not to your point about like you look up, it's like, oh, kids, dad life, boom, ripping and running, working extra hours to pay for all the things, yada yada. So you forget about yourself. You're neglecting your relationship with your wife. You're neglecting your friends relationships, and then like to your point, you look up, you got teenagers, and it's like, okay, well, what life do I have now? Yeah, you know what I mean. And I think that can come from excitement too. Like it can come from, we can do that because we're excited and we want to, and we're conditioned to provide and to like make all the things everybody talks. You know, society's protect, provide, blah, 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 blah. So it's like, okay, it's my time to do this. I'm just in this mode until however long. And I think slowly, though, I think our generation is really, just through conversations like these, is being more open to like, okay, how do I make time for myself? How do I connect for myself? And knowing that it's also seasons where you are going to have to lock in because of, you know what I'm saying, whatever the situation might be. You know what I mean?
Realizing that something is a season actually has been a great benefit for me, because if it gets to a concept of where this is how things are always going to be for me, then I'll start to shut down. Just realizing like, hey, this is only temporary. Grind out for this little bit of time. Put whatever energy you need to put into it, and then eventually it's gonna go. It's gonna be different. Like, all right, I can lock in for this little bit of time. Yeah.
And I wasn't trying to take away from that aspect of what women deal with.
For sure.
The transition.
Yeah,
I was just
yeah.
saying they have tended to be more outwardly vocal up front to say like, I don't want to be reduced to just this.
Well, there's
like,
more.
I don't wanna
There's
be,
more
you know
support
what
and
I'm saying?
conversation for them in that in general. I feel like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like just this new season. It's like, bro, they're seeking resources. Luckily, I was able to find some resources around like that, and like I said, join the pod a couple episodes. Like all this kind of stuff has been good for me. But I don't think that we are taught that nearly as much. That like really what it is that we're talking about, I would ground it in like we're creating space for our humanity. We're creating space to realize that we're human and we're not robots and machines that are meant to just shell out money, protect people, and take care of everybody else. We have to take care of ourselves to be able to take care of everybody else. And I think that's becoming more of a conversation amongst men in general. So I think that that's more so where it's starting to take a little bit of a shift. But I'm always trying to remind the homies, or even homies who I know, like I just got up with a guy who's, you know, runs an agency out here as well. We just got up for coffee, and, you know, him and his wife are about to have their first child. And I was telling him like, yeah, bro, like there's very little conversation or consideration for a dad. And we go through a lot of the same changes. You know what I'm saying? But you have to seek out those resources and be intentional about like,
you know why I think the conversation isn't necessarily geared towards the dad? I think it's because you're talking about conversations that need to be had for good fathers, when the bad fathers are the ones that get the most press. And because they get the most press, that it also gets generalized that this is how all fathers are. And because of that, when a man who is a good father says, hey, I be going through things too, they be like, oh, shut up. You're just like the rest of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do believe that may be the concept, because the bad fathers give the good fathers a bad name.
I think fatherhood in general is taking a turn. And I think even then too, like husband, like it's interesting to your point. There are certain things that are narrative. Like I was talking about this at work, because they was talking about like black men dating white women, and I was just like, that was another thing that's like a minority in the grand scheme of things.
We
like,
never really talked about that
on
that podcast.
Well, because there ain't really no reason to, because 80% of black men who are married to black women.
90.
Yeah, it's like a really high number.
It's 90%.
Yeah,
black men are 90% more likely to marry black women.
But
that's a fact, because they can do. You can identify those numbers. That's just
it becomes a conversation of like, well, are we dating outside the race and marrying outside? It's like, bro, we're highly married,
right? And we have the highest rate of outside of, I think, Asian men for who marries in their race.
Yeah,
the percentage of external is higher in white men and some of the like the more Latinx communities, but like black men and Asian men tend to just marry within. So
when we jump in, when a guy doesn't made that decision, he jumping in most cases. Granted,
talking about for fatherhood.
Well, no, I'm talking about for marriage.
Oh yeah, okay.
We're just talking about for marriage. It's just black men locking in. You know what I'm saying? Like, and in a large percentage, I would be interested to see what the divorce numbers are. You know what I'm saying? Just to see compared across racial dynamics and demographics. But I think that there, again, to your point, my only point is that there are more things in narrative, I think, that are going against us than there are things like tangible. Like all the homies I got pretty much are married. I'm gonna be in a wedding next week. You know what I'm saying? Like at a year where most of my homies are between, you know, the ages of, you know, call it 30 and 40. Most of the homies are married with kids at this point in time, and they're I don't think that there are any interracial couples there's like maybe one or two interracial couples that are like people that I would consider close homies.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So I just think, to your point, largely there's a narrative and then there's the reality that we actually live in.
Yeah.
For sure. But yeah, can't lose yourself, man.
I was about to ask, what do you say to the man who is so consumed in his title that he has nothing left? But then I also think that if you are that consumed, you probably don't even know you are. So then how do you speak to a person that probably doesn't even believe? It's not, and it's a wrong way to place it, like to say an issue, because it's not an issue. You know, a lot of times we're doing the right thing.
Right.
It's just not necessarily the best thing. You know what I mean? Like it's right to be pouring into your family. It's right to be pouring into your roles and responsibilities as dad and all that other thing. I'm always hesitant to just equate my identity to one thing, like just holistically. And some people are a little bit more willing to be like, this is who I am. I'm this one thing. And when it's gone, the most people that I've seen lost have been the ones that have just poured themselves into one thing, and then when it disappears, they have nothing else. So that was just my reasoning for the conversations. Like, how do we open our eyes more to being able to say, like, it's okay to do other things? You know, sometimes in some way, I feel like some of it is not necessarily guilt, but what's the right word? Like expectation. We feel like that's the expectation. Like, I'm expected to put all the stuff I care about down. I'm not supposed to have no interest. My family comes first. Everything about my family. That's the expectation. You hear a lot of men say that I come last. I come last. Basically saying it in a way of like, we know what they mean when they say I come last. Sure. I'm putting their best in. But a lot of times we're literally, because we have that belief, we're coming last. Like we're literally like, I've given everything I have to that. And then for me, I come last. So now I have nothing left for myself either. Like I don't even have anything to pour into. So that's what not necessarily scares me, but I feel like as we start talking about living longer, living healthier in our minds, all those type of things, like at some point we do have to find those balances that y'all are talking about and find a way to not be so consumed in that one thing that we forget to live.
No, I totally agree. Don't forget to live.
You got to, man. You got
find
to.
that balance.
And I mean, to answer your question, you said, what do you say to the guy who maybe doesn't even know it? It's just like, bro, you got to take an audit. You got to really just look and think. Like, ask yourself, what have I done for myself lately? That's what I would tell them to ask themselves. What have I done for me lately? That's what I think would get that. You know what I'm saying? Like, have I gone to the gym? Have I bought myself anything? Have I gone to any hobbies? Have I invested in any hobbies? Have I went on a guy's trip? Have I done?
When the last time I hung out with the guys?
Yeah, when the last time I went and just grabbed a drink or grabbed some wings or just like went to the homie's house just to watch the game in their man cave or something like that. Like, when's the last time I did something? Ask yourself that question. And if you can't answer that question, or if you have to think too long, you probably need to, because that means it's not a part of your natural routine. It's not like, I went to the gym this morning. True. When the last time you did something for yourself? I went to the gym this morning. I just bought myself a new such and such. You know what I'm saying? I just went and just did such and such. I just traveled with the homies and did whatever. Like, if it's not top of mind, that means it's not in your routine. Yeah. So you probably need to
That's real.
create some space for yourself.
And going back to what you were saying earlier, you asked the question, did I feel like I needed to have my wife's blessing? I think what might have happened in that situation is I created a narrative of what she's going to say if I say, oh, I need this. Not knowing that when I said it out loud, she's like, oh yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
Like she actually was
like kind of pushing you on.
Yeah, she pushed me. She was like, yeah, go ahead and do that. And so doing the inventory, and I will also add number 2, get the buy-in from the people around you. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Like letting them know, hey, I've been feeling like this. I feel like I need this. Because more than likely, a lot of the times the reason why we avoid even doing the inventory or even trying to do something for ourselves is because there's a guilty factor to it. Because I want to be, because I'm last. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's a guilty factor of actually doing something for yourself. Homeboy asked me the other day, he was like, do y'all ever have trouble spending money on yourself? I'm like,
Bruh.
listen, when it comes to buying something for my wife, it's just like whatever you want. But I will look at a t-shirt that's $20 in the store and for 20 minutes and like,
Standing there, going back and forth.
do I really?
Knowing you want to buy it, but feeling
Yeah.
guilty if you buy it.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So
Dave, like, not me. I would
Nah,
fuck
bro.
that.
Yeah. Bro.
Dave, like, I'm not at that stage
Nah,
in my
not
life,
at all, bro. We got some extra.
Bruh.
I'm trying to
Plenty of
get
time,
right,
bruh.
and because I mean, granted, we ain't had no extra in a minute. We just now getting to the point where we're getting back to having some extra. But like, yeah, nah, bro. I've always, because again, a lot of the interesting things, like, yeah, bro. I work in fashion and sneakers. I work, you know what I mean, around the things that I'm passionate about. So it's like I'm always scoping the scene, always looking at something. Now that I'm planning on getting back in more creative this year, trying to get back into photography. I want to make a beat tape. I'm saying it on wax. I want to make a beat tape for my 35th birthday. My birthday's in July 31st. I want to, even if it's just a little shout out to Leo's, just a little 5-track something. I want to learn how to make beats. It's something I've been suppressing since I was in 9th grade.
you want to learn how to make beats?
Yes.
Oh, I can show you that.
Yeah. I want to learn how to
5
make
beats a day for 3 summers.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to
If you
make
want
a
to learn
little
Fruity
something.
Loops, I got you.
Bro, whatever it is. So I'm trying to,
People
you know,
still use Fruity Loops. I used Fruity Loops when I was like a teenager. When I thought I wanted to make
what's
beats and stuff like that.
the formal name for it? It got another name, don't it?
No, it's Fruity Loops.
FL Studio.
FL Studio.
FL Studio. Yeah. That's what it's called. But yeah, but going back to what we're saying, like the guilt factor, I think a lot of men don't do for themselves because there is a guilt factor there. And if you actually do the inventory and you consult with those who are in your circle, they're gonna actually agree with you. Yes, you need, bro. I don't be going back to the buying clothes for myself. I was like, dang man, I don't have no clothes. I talked to my wife. I was like, babe, I don't have no clothes. I really need to buy something. She said, yeah. You do. Oh, okay,
Bro,
but my guilt factor keeps me
Feeling
from
like because you feel like if I buy this, it could have went towards something else.
Something else.
That's how I used to feel, bro.
Yeah.
I'm looking at something, knowing I want it and have the money for it.
Yes.
But feeling like if I buy it, dang, that could have went to my son. That
Yeah.
could have went to my daughter. That could have went to my wife or something like that. And so you do feel that's what I mean. Like I've been in situations where I'm like so consumed with my roles and stuff that I'm like I'm not even finding, you know. So I'm like this for me too. So I'm like I'm talking out loud. It's like I've been in that spot, bro. Like legit. And I had to get to a point where even Sharita was helping me because she could see me going back and forth. Like going legit, my mind going back and forth, going back. She's like, you got 10 seconds to make a decision.
I love it.
Legit. She be like, you
I love
got
it.
10 seconds. And
love
literally will count out the 10. She's like, at the end of the 10, one yes or no, or one of the two. But you got to make a decision. You can't keep going back and forth because I literally was at a war with myself. Like you feel guilty for doing something for yourself.
Yes.
You literally get to the place where you feel like because I come last, that means I'm not supposed to have nothing almost. Like I got to give everything I have to them.
Maybe it's, and I don't know, maybe it's because I grew up as like the youngest boy on my dad's side. Maybe it's because I grew up kind of spoiled.
Are you the youngest?
Yeah, the baby on that side.
Yeah, that's a problem. You the oldest, aren't you? Me too.
Yeah,
But I grew up as only kid though.
Yeah, but you still got an oldest mentality.
Yeah. If I want it, there's money in the account. Not if there's money in the account. If I want it and our financial goals are taken care of and there's money in the account. And now obviously still after having a conversation about it or letting, I'm trying to do this month, blah, blah, blah. I'm plotting on stuff. I got a list.
I was doing that. It was because it was plenty of shoes. Like, you know, me being a sneakerhead and stuff like that, it was plenty of shoes that I wanted. Had the money to get them, but I'm like, if I bought that could have been my son's shoes. That could have been. I'm like, bruh, I had to get out of it. Like it took me a while to literally like break free from it.
Make moves for yourself, man. Make moves for yourself.
Because Sharita was show running up the car. It ain't stop her at all. She was finding ways to appreciate herself.
So speaking of that, I got the boys trip set for April this year. Me and the wife doing vacation this year. We're probably gonna do 2 or 3 vacations. So it's like, we need to take our time to do stuff for ourselves because I'm just not engulfed of just being my own title.
Yeah, man. Be in that rat race. Get out that rat race.
I look forward to that boys trip.
Where y'all going?
San Diego.
Oh, dope.
Yeah.
Nice little trip. I ain't never been to San Diego before.
Me either.
I've been once before and it was for work. Now I'm going for leisure. Yeah.
That's what's up. What's the message, man? What's the message for today?
Hey, man.
Don't lose yourself.
Man, do that inventory, man. Ask yourself, what have I done for myself lately? What
That's
have I
good.
done for myself lately? And if you can't answer that question, or you gotta take too long to think about it. It's not in your routine, and you need to adjust your routine.
Mhm.
And ask people around you, do you think I take care of myself? And let them give you the feedback.
Melvin
too.
asked us this question. Well, he didn't ask us. We was like, hey, bro, you got to take yourself out to dinner. Then he was like, I don't see the point in that. You appreciate yourself. Go buy yourself a steak. You feel me?
Well, see, that's the thing. Melvin he got the grill at the crib. He said, I'm going to make a steak.
I will make a steak, but I get it. Finding ways to appreciate yourself.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm trying to get better with that.
Yeah.
Like legit.
Bro.
Hey,
It's nothing like it, bro. Them solo times, bro. I had to relearn, like post-divorce, I had to learn how to go out by myself and all that kind of stuff again. Bro, I ended up starting to enjoy that, like, table for one.
for real.
Table for
Bro,
one.
going to the movies, especially because I was like entrepreneur at the time too. So going to the movies in the middle of the day on a Tuesday, and you go
That's
to
what
like
they were trying to tell
you
me.
go to the 11
go
o'clock
to the movies alone. And
bro.
stuff
You
like
go
that.
to the 11 o'clock showing, get you some still buy your candy, same routine, buy your candy early. You know what I'm saying? You in there by yourself in the theater, feel like you Richie Rich.
I still ain't been to a movie by myself.
Oh, my gosh.
Bro.
It's the best way to enjoy
Now that
them.
you're an entrepreneur, 2026, you
Find
need to go
something
to the
in the
movies
middle of the
alone.
day.
I'm gonna tell
Go
you
to the
why.
movies
I'm gonna
alone.
tell you how. And you know what? I'm not even gonna say that I knew that was something I needed to do. I stumbled upon taking myself to the movies. It happened because of this. Dragon Ball Super came to the theater, and I was like,
And nobody
I gotta
wanted to
go
go with
see
you.
it. Wife didn't want to
Wanna
go.
go.
She didn't want to go. And she's like, that's not my thing. And honestly, part of me was like, I kind of don't want you to go. Because that way, I
gotta explain it.
I ain't got to explain it. I could just be in the moment. You know what I'm saying? I went to the movie theater by myself. I tell you no lie. I did not know one person in that theater, but we all acted like family. And we enjoyed the movie together. And it was at that point I realized going to the movies by myself is not a bad thing.
Bro, if it's something you really want to see,
Just
go see it by yourself.
Matter of fact, Odyssey. It's a movie. It's a movie coming out in July. I got it marked on my calendar already. If she don't want to go, I'm going. It's gonna get watched.
The last standout I went and saw that I can remember real was the Batman. I saw it in theaters 3 times, and I feel like 2 of those times were solo trips.
Absolutely.
That's wild.
Some things that I want to enjoy, I need to learn. I'm learning that me enjoying it by myself is good enough. I don't need other people to enjoy it.
I can do that with golf. The
There you
other
go.
Stuff I'm trying to golf. I can do that with.
Yeah.
But other stuff,
Like
no.
going to the range, actually playing like a 9.
Either one. Like going to the range by yourself, that's like therapeutic
Standard,
almost.
yeah.
Or practicing putting or something like that on the green. I could do that all day. I've never really played a full 18 by myself, but I have done 9 before, and that's you just outside. You and the birds.
Yeah.
I could deal with that.
Yeah.
Make
Well,
it happen.
this has been the Melly D's podcast.
This is a good episode.
We appreciate
guys.
y'all hanging around. It's your boy Melly Mel, your neighborhood hope dealer. Dave has wings. We out.